Phil, after an excellent victory on Tuesday, back at home on Saturday for the Aldershot game, what are your thoughts ahead of that one?
Yeah, pleased with the 6 points we've had in the last two away games, and now we're looking forward to building on that and against Aldershot on Saturday.
You mentioned the last two games, a bit of momentum behind you at the moment, particularly 3 wins on the bounce in all competitions. What's the mood been like in the camp this week?
Yeah, as you'd imagine, it's the lads are full of confidence, which is great to see. We need to make sure that that's confidence and not complacency at all, because in those games we've had to work really hard for the victories, and you cast your mind back to when we beat Aldershot down there, and the scoreline, it was comfortable, but we worked hard as a team in and out of possession, and that's what it's going to take tomorrow. Both sides of the game need to be right on the money, and if we do that, we'll have a good chance.
Yeah, obviously the victory down at Aldershot after the initial trip and the frustration there was emphatic, but there are no easy games in this league, particularly at this time of year, are there?
That's right, everybody's fighting for something, and you look at Aldershot after we beat them, they then went on a very good run actually, 23 points from 12 games. They've had a dip recently, Barnet, Grimsby, and obviously the draw against Dover. Like any team, they've got the qualities. But we've got to make sure that our performance level is right up there, and I think we've got enough experience in the group to understand what is required tomorrow.
You've had a few days since Tuesday night. What have you learned from that victory?
Well, I think it's just reminders, isn't it, that we kind of defended our box well. We were committed, so when we didn't really play as well as we can do in possession in the first half, we stayed in the game. And that's the key, that you'd always like to be on top of your game, and that's what the aim is in every match you go into. But if you're not, and you're strong and you're resolute, then you give yourself a chance to go on and win the game of football, and that's what we did against Chesterfield. Saturday's game will be different. I expect Aldershot to come here and sit back and make it difficult for us, but we've had some good practice at playing against teams who do that. So, Boreham Wood were similar when they came here. So we know how to play against that setup, and it's up to us to execute the game plan well.
How important is momentum at this stage of the season? It seems like you are really building that at the moment.
I think the form over a period of time has been good. I've had one or two blips along the way, which you're going to get. Obviously, it's how quickly you respond from those is the key. The squad's looking strong, and there's players who've made good impacts off the bench, which is so crucial, especially when the games come thick and fast like they are. We've got some selection dilemmas as always, which is great for us, but we'll pick the team which we feel is right to start the game, but also make sure that we've got a threat off the bench as well, because as it's shown in the last few games, that is key.
Tomorrow looks like either a sellout or very, very close to being that. We've emphasised all season about how important the supporters are, haven't we? And tomorrow they're going to be right behind us again. Yeah,
listen, there's nothing better as a player coming out onto a home game when you've just won away from home, and for the supporters coming here, that hopefully they'll be right behind us, which they have been in all the games, and understanding that we're going to have to work as a team to get this result, and they're going to play their part like they've done, get right behind the lads, and if they do, let's hope it's another good day.
It seems like a real connection at the moment between not just players and fans, yourself and supporters as well. I saw the scenes at the end of the game where clearly emotions were high, and you were all really, really pleased with that victory, and that togetherness is a key factor, isn't it?
Yeah, as I've said all along, that success in a football club is a team effort, and not just the team who plays, the team behind the team, and the supporters are part of that team. Everybody connected to the club has got to be pulling in the same direction and do everything you can to get the victories. And when you see the scenes at the end of the game, that's great, because we're all working, to get those victories, which can get us ultimately to where we want to be. And like I said after the game, that we've enjoyed that victory. We've quickly got our feet back on the floor on Wednesday. We've had 2 good days training, and now it's ready to roll our sleeves up and really work for this victory at the weekend.
In terms of your team selection as well, and the availability for this weekend, Paul Mullins back. Seen a couple of players back on the grass in terms of training, who's still a bit off as well. But how pleased are you to have Paul back in the squad and available for selection?
Yeah, Mulls comes back into the squad, and it's good to have him back. He's worked hard in his time out. And it's not been ideal for him or for us, but the other lads have stepped up to the plate, and equally we've kept him up to speed with the game at Burnley last week, which I think felt was crucial, and also the standards in training. So yeah, he's ready and available for selection if needed.
All the best, Phil.
Thank you.